Stock market has lost $5 trillion in 3 weeks. Yes, Trump, he's the Ozempic of the economy.
Trump's marriage just became a full-blown reality show. And let's just say it wasn't exactly a love story. The roast that followed? Absolute carnage. Bill Maher, the king of dry wit, led the charge, while Jim Carrey turned up with his signature high-energy antics. The result?
Are like the regular commandments with LOL at the end. Adultery? Check. Cursing?
Listen, you motherfuckers.
Check. Stealing? Check. Bearing false witness?
Wrong.
Check. False idols? Oh, yeah. He is the world's least godly man. Jesus saw the good in whores and lepers, but if he met Donald Trump, he'd go, sorry, man, that's a pre-existing condition.
A spectacle so wild that even Trump's most infamous tweets couldn't match the chaos. But what exactly set him off? And how legendary was the meltdown that followed? Buckle up. This one hit deep. Picture a list of commandments, but with an absurdist twist. Adultery? Oh, that box is checked. Profanity? No shortage of that. Lying, cheating, worshipping false idols? Let's just say if hypocrisy were an Olympic sport, Trump would take home gold. And the irony? Unmatched. Even Jesus, known for boundless mercy, might just shake his head and say, yeah, that one's beyond my pay grade. Maher, ever the maestro of sarcasm, wasted no time tearing into the latest fiasco with his signature smirk. The audience knew what was coming. Razor-sharp barbs, hilarious but cutting. The kind of jokes that leave a mark. Then came the real game changer.
We are babysat by the television. We're taught how to think by the television. That's the dangerous thing about what's going on right now. There are generations growing up right now who are learning to lie. That lying is okay. That this
kids say fake news.
That you're supposed to hate half the country. You know? And if anything, we've got to get back to a place where we realize that a vote is not who you are. You know, and because you voted Republican, you're not stupid, you're not different, you're not...
Carrey. Carrey doesn't just tell jokes, he transforms into them. The moment he leaned forward, eyes twinkling with mischief, the crowd braced for impact. He's been crafting comedic chaos for decades, and tonight the subject matter practically handed itself to him on a silver platter. The inauguration? Wild start. This guy hit the ground running, except in the wrong direction. If you weren't in jail before, you might be now. And if you were in jail, well, congratulations on your early release. The audience erupted. He's been signing documents all day.
...a dog, and it's turning us upside down, and all, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's as obvious as the nose on your face, you know, but people have made these elections and politics in general who they are, and it's not who you are. You can make a bad decision about a candidate. It's not who you are. It doesn't mean you're dumb. It doesn't mean you're different. I can break bread with anybody in this country. I love people in this country. I love the heartland of this country. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with, it's become obvious that the choice was a bad one. We just need to change it. And if you can't vote for a Democrat, at least let all this flood of information that's so negative and so obvious.
Executive orders, memos, proclamations. I haven't seen that many signatures since my last Hollywood contract. Then Carrey took a swing at healthcare. Listen, I grew up in Canada. We have socialized medicine. And all this talk about it being a disaster? Nonsense. I picked my own doctors, never had to wait, and my mom didn't pay a dime for prescriptions. It's not scary, it's just common sense. By the time the segment wrapped, it wasn't just a roast. It was an incineration. And the fallout? Oh, it was spectacular. But wait, there's more. If you think this was brutal, just stick around, because what came next took things to a whole new level. And before you go, hit that like button and subscribe, because you won't want to miss what happens next. This whole thing has taken me right back to being 8 years old. It's been an absolute gift, he said, his enthusiasm dialed up to 11. It's like I'm reliving my childhood.
I grew up in Canada, okay? We have socialized medicine. And I'm here to tell you that this line that you get on all of the political shows from people is that it's a failure. The system is a failure in Canada. It is not a failure in Canada. I never waited for anything in my life. I chose my own doctors. My mother never paid for a prescription. It was fantastic. And I just got back from Vancouver, and I keep hearing this, like, Canadians are so nice. Canadians are so nice. They can be nice because they have health care.
Trump is done, man. Meanwhile, inside Mar-a-Lago, chaos reigned. Aides kept their heads down. Staffers braced for impact. A lone Diet Coke can may or may not have been launched across the room. The air buzzed with talk of legal action. Furious whispers of libel and unfair treatment swirled. Because if there's one thing Trump despises more than losing, it's being publicly embarrassed in a way he can't control.
But, I mean, Trump banned this. Trump is the one who banned the bump stocks. And somehow his Second Amendment-loving fans and supporters, they just don't care. It just shows it's never about politics anymore. It's just about the cult. I mean, he could come down tomorrow at a press conference with blue hair and a T-shirt that says trans women are women, and they'd go, he has a good point.
And Jim Carrey's impression? That was the fatal blow. It wasn't just hilarious, it was eerily accurate. The vacant expressions, the reluctant hand-holding, the frantic attempts to step away. It wasn't mere comedy, it was a reflection. And if there's anything Trump hates more than negative press, it's being forced to confront himself. Predictably, the Mar-a-Lago rumor mill went into overdrive. Tension thickened. Staffers avoided his gaze. Aides frantically Googled, "Can you sue someone for being too spot on?" Meanwhile, Trump paced furiously, muttering phrases like completely unfair and no one mocks me like that and gets away with it. Bold words from a man whose entire brand was built on belittling opponents with playground insults. As the damage spread, Trump's inner circle scrambled for damage control. Don Jr. and the usual suspects rushed to rewrite the narrative. "I am so honored to be on this journey with my incredible wife, Melania," Trump declared in a hasty public appearance. "Melania, thank you. That beautiful letter you wrote to America, calling for unity, was truly inspiring." The GOP wasn't exactly buying it, but at this point, that was nothing new. His loyal defenders kicked into full crisis mode. Suddenly, social media exploded with frantic posts from the MAGA camp. Jim Carrey and Bill Maher are irrelevant. Nobody watches them anymore. One tweet raged, conveniently ignoring the fact that both were trending at #1. "Hollywood is obsessed with my father," another post whined. They wish they had his success, his influence, his power. Maybe that spin could have worked, if the internet weren't already flooded with memes of Carrey's eerie impression, played side by side with real clips of Melania skillfully dodging Trump's hand. Now, the only question isn't whether Trump will hit back, but how ridiculous his response will be. Will it be an all-caps meltdown on Truth Social featuring words like losers, haters, and fake news Hollywood? Or will he take the stage at his next rally and randomly claim he once starred in a movie with Jim Carrey? Maybe even insisting Maher once begged him for a favor? One thing's for sure, Maher and Carrey won't let it drop. Maher lives for this kind of back and forth. And Carrey? He'll probably hit back with another impression so uncanny it'll make Trump momentarily question reality. Debate policies, argue over facts, drown in endless think pieces. But humor? That lands instantly. And when a joke exposes real contradictions, there's no spinning it away. That's why these moments resonate. They don't just entertain, they cut through the noise and leave a mark.